We're talking.
Oh,
and then that red one.
They got a decent margarita there.
Yeah, for just in case, right?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Antique Taco has a nice take-home kit.
The red button. Oh, it does. I've had it. They put like rosemary in there too. It's really good. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Antique Taco. Well, sure. He lives in Canaryville, Bridgeport.
It's like my second home.
Taco, that's right over on 35th Street, right, bro? Isn't it right on?
Yeah, it's like my second home.
Yeah, it's good. Make a good chicken salad there.
Really?
And their shrimp taco is very fun.
I'm a shrimp taco guy.
Love it. You know what was the best shrimp taco? Mercadito.
Yes.
That Cameroon shrimp taco. Oh my God,
best.
dude.
I used to go there all the time.
I used to love it. Yeah.
I haven't been there in forever though.
They kind of let it go a little bit, but I still think it's some of the best. I don't want to say trendy Mexican food, but like
it's
the best, like higher end, like upscale. Yeah. I fuck and their margarita. I love Margarita. One of my favorites. It used to be my go-to.
What else they do very well over at Antique Taco is the cheese curds.
Why? You'd have to go on a date.
I did go on 2 dates to Mercadito, and I can tell you the 2 girls' names that I went on dates with there too, which has been a long time ago.
But muted out.
All right, let's hit the red button.
Your favorite amateur hacks are back for another season of the Sneaky Par Show. They're still shitty at golf and clueless in life, but having fun along the way. Over to you guys for...
I feel like we need a little more energy after that comes in. We've kind of been a little bit like, hey, welcome. Here we are.
Here we are.
Fucking.
I have so much work to do.
No, welcome to the show. We're going to show a little energy tonight. It's been a while since we've been here.
Big night tonight.
Big night. Huge night. We have a D-list celebrity from Chicago in the house.
That was a compliment.
Yeah, that is a super compliment because we're like F-list. We got ShiTown on the Zoom. Again, Daddy D was in Breck. Doing a little shredding some pow.
Yeah,
there
head to the mountains.
Mm-hmm. I think tough day today or tough week. You know, old Tiger here.
That's one. I'm wearing red for Tiger.
Yeah, D's got his red on for Tiger, which is very respectable. Hold on, let me fix this. Look good for our fans.
I wish I would have thought of it, but
I had a Tiger T-shirt and I couldn't find it, and I thought about it. I think I threw it away because I gained weight. Couldn't fit it anymore.
All right, and then we got Eddie, who's going to join us here in a bit. He's listening. ShiTown's wearing some sort of a old man father shirt. I'm actually wearing for the first time in a very long time a business casual button up with collar because I went in the office 2 days in a row.
Sales kickoff.
2 days in a row. I was in the office, so. Yeah, it was good.
I told him last night I'd be there, and then I never made an appearance.
I mean, Rivers was open today. I got the Rivers to go, the charred beef salad, which they renamed the Southwestern salad. I just wasn't happy about it.
A lot of changes.
Excited for the summer.
Yeah.
Excited for the summer.
Mm-hmm. So I wanted, in terms of what the Sneaky Par show, we've seen a lot of memes on Tiger and a lot of people wishing him well. I want to give him the official Sneaky Par thing, and it's from my favorite show.
Why are you laughing?
It's so stupid because it's so stupid. Because it's from my favorite show. What's my favorite show?
Oh, Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. So this is the message from the Sneaky Par team to Tiger.
Get well soon. We want you to get well. Get well soon. We want you to get well. Get well.
So that's our message, minus the laughs. It's a serious get well, that's one of my favorite scenes. I think that's when he eats the Entenmann's, or the cake from whatever, and it's actually Elaine replaces it with Entenmann's.
I mean, I know you've watched every episode. Yes. I don't remember that one.
Oh yeah, that's when they do the when somebody's like sick and they come back in the office, they get them a cake, and she has like a sugar rush, and Peterman bought like this cake that was like $219,000, and like no, $2.19. It's an Entenmann's.
Oh yeah,
they have a case at the end of the aisle. They say
in a depressing week that brought some laughs, and we hope him.
Yeah, we wish him well. So we'll send that to him in like a singing gram. But ShiTown and I had a little conversation via text, Daddy D, without you today, because ShiTown is our resident stats analytics guru, and as you guys know, we sponsor Lance, the Corn Ferry Tour guy, or caddy on the Corn Ferry Tour, and we want to start keeping stats of Eric's Sneaky Pars.
Oh, yeah.
So to find the stats to get to the Sneaky Par is they don't give you greens and regulations per hole. They give you just an overall of how many greens you got in regulation for the rounds.
Oh, so okay.
So I did the math, and then Shalair and I kind of cross-reference each other. Shalair, you want to break it down, or you want me? I got it on the spreadsheet. It's up to you.
Hey, you can go ahead and start. I'll try.
Okay, so he had 57 greens in regulation. Okay. So that means 15 non-greens in regulation. So we had 15 chances to get a Sneaky Par because that's what it is.
Yep.
So his scrambling rate, which was the closest thing that we could find, was something like 48%, 46%. I just rounded up to 50 So I'm giving him 8 sneaky pars. Schiller gave him 7 on his math.
So pretty.
So that's kind of
actually not my math. It's actually on the PGA Tour website. They give you greens and they tell you how many greens regulation he missed, and out of those, how many were pars. So the number actually is.
no, he did. No, they don't give you par. They give you the scrambling rate, right? The percentage. They don't give you the right.
No, keep on talking. I'll find it for you.
Yeah, please do. No, because I looked. Lance sent it to me, and if it's 7, if I say out of the greens in regulation, out of the greens he missed, he made 7 pars, then that's a perfect sneaky par stat. I was just going off what Lance gave me, which if I pull it up here real quick, his scrambling rate was 46.67%. So that's not even like a whole. That number's not gonna be a whole number. So,
You know what? Well, divide 7 by 15 and see what percentage that is. I'd be shocked if it wasn't 46%.
46.67%. All right,
Yep.
hold on, Brian. I mean, this is why you're the stats guy, and I'm not. 7 divided by 15, 46.6%. Brian, look at you.
He is not a VP for any.
And he finally paid today too after like 3 weeks of the money.
Your money order came through.
Bar. I contributed twice today.
A fresh cash injection that's all going to be gone tomorrow because we got bills due.
Yeah,
we're going to need some more money by the way too.
I saw an invoice upstairs before we came down.
That's actually one of 2. But what's nice though is I think the 2 invoices total that are due tomorrow is $2,400.
Hey, don't tell people.
I got Schiller's $1,500, so we got to come up with the rest because I paid Lance out of my own cash for the first payment of the thing. So I just counted that as cash infusion. So long story short, we're going to need some more. You got to get Jimbo the invoices tomorrow. I waited net 30 as long as I could to hold out paying.
Do we have any sponsor people out there?
Yeah.
Let me get some of this money back for the stuff that we sell. We selling this at a loss.
I mean, we give a lot away.
We do. We donate to Folds of Our Honor, which we've done, and I don't think you can.
I don't think Schiller's face.
I don't think you
do
can.
What?
Yeah, we're losing money and yet still donating to Barstool to Folds of Honor. I don't think you can advertise that like $5 of each Daddy D hat goes to charity and not actually give it to charity.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't think so.
That's a big no-no.
I wouldn't be part of that.
Yeah.
Hey guys, why'd you finally close the shop? We gave away too much to charity.
I'm just wondering what I can claim on my taxes this year. My appointment's coming up. Apparently 0.
Yeah.
Zero loss.
All right, Brad. Well, I like that. 7 sneaky pars. Brad, give us the stat of the guy who had the most sneaky pars and how he finished in the tournament, which is great.
So the highest sneaky par percentage was 83%. And he finished number 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, it came about almost 10 years. No, actually more. Yeah, about 10 years ago.
Eric was actually tied for 6 in green regulations, which is great. Right. But you got to come up with those sneaky pars.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Eric, top 25. Good debut. I was talking to Lance and he's like, man, if he could have just parred the last 3 holes every day of the tournament. I mean, he had like some birdies and bogeys on those too, but he had a couple bogeys that.
Didn't you have a podcast? Do we have a podcast about that? We talk about like, oh, what'd you shoot? Like, if I would have just parred those.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what he did. Lance absolutely said that. He's like, I think he would have won or tied for first. And I actually looked at the numbers. I'm like, yeah, I think he would have gained 6 strokes.
Just like how we would have shot our record round if we didn't have those 2 beers.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't make that 30-foot birdie putt, you wouldn't have gotten birdie there too. So it's all relative. But he said, I wanted to get him on the show, but he's got a baby shower virtual with the fam. So he's going to pop on next week, give us a little recap of week 1 or the first tournament of the season, which would be great. Eric might be going to Florida for some putting lessons is what he said with, he said Brad Paxton.
Oh, wow.
Some putting there to work on that. But I mean, hey, -7, solid first showing, top 25.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. Absolutely. All because it's sneaky par.
That's one of the stats I called out in our text message back and forth too.
What?
Like either he's got to work on his putting or he's got to get closer to the hole. One of those 2 things.
Yeah, maybe you should go down to Florida and just get in his ear.
That'd be awesome. ShiTown's like the trainer.
So,
by the way, I know what to do when it comes to golf. I just don't know how to do it, Marty. That's the problem.
Well, once you teach him your single plane swing and really fuck him up, I'm sure he'll be lights out. But we're going to bring Eddie on here in a bit. Actually, in a couple seconds here. If you notice, we're not doing green screen tonight. It's a mix of being lazy to put it up, and 2, we just kind of like the open air. Yeah. You got the couch there. You got the Buster Brothers behind me there. You got the stairwell. So, just letting the fans see the house in our natural habitat here.
You did a lot of remodeling here. You can actually show it now.
Yeah. We can see the lights. And
we got a closet door
open. Well, that's closet. So we live in Chicago, for our listeners not here, and it gets super cold.
Oh, yeah.
And I leave it open because the main water pipe is in that closet where there's zero. So if I'm not home and the main water pipe bursts, we're screwed because I'm the only one who can turn it off, which is annoying.
Apparently the maid comes on Thursdays. Place looks clean.
I mean, I don't ever stay down here. I'm usually upstairs. So that couch was bought probably about 2 years ago and been sat on like 5 times. So
yeah, I texted him earlier. I said, hey, did I leave my cup there, my Yeti cup? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, are you at home? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm not gonna go look.
He was coming over in 10 minutes anyways, and I'm not gonna walk down the stairs again. My knees are a little sore.
Fair point.
So all right, well, we're gonna bring on Eddie, and Eddie is he's one of us. He's an amateur hack as well.
Chicago legend.
So let's cut there, and then we'll bring Eddie on to woo us with some good stories and good golfing stories, and we can just make fun of each other for the next.
That's what we're good at.
Half hour. All right. So we're back, and we're bunched together pretty close today, but it's cold, so this is letting out
actually feels good here today,
doesn't it?
Yeah, like did you turn up your shit?
No, I think it's 45 out there, and like
Jesus, it was freezing last week.
I know.
Or negative 20.
But let's welcome Eddie to the show. Eddie, welcome to Sneaky Par.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys.
Hey, Edward.
So Edward has been listening to the Sneaky Par podcast this COVID season from kind of inception or idea to sitting here right now.
Yep.
We'd go over to the house during COVID times, just us two and Eddie and his wife, because they all lived together, and we play a game called Canasta.
Oh yeah.
So
that scoreboard is still hanging on my fridge.
Shalair, do you know what Canasta is?
No, I never heard of it.
Oh my God. How many decks, Eddie, are in Canasta?
4 decks. I think you can do 6 if you want.
It's the craziest game. There's so much different scoring and points, and there's a lot going on in the game. And you're drinking at the table. It probably took me about a month to actually figure it out.
It took you about a night because I made that beautiful.
Oh yeah, the cheat
you
sheet.
did. The cheat sheet was great. That was one of the best.
And by the end, it was just bad.
God,
it seems like a year.
It just seems like forever ago.
It was.
So, like I said, Eddie's a fellow amateur hack, Chicago D-list celebrity. He's been making his scene in the bar restaurant scene for how long now? You've been kind of just.
So I've been in Chicago since 2004. I got here from East Illinois University.
Oh yeah, the Panthers.
Yep. And I moved down to Florida for a hot 6 months.
Nice.
It was the best, worst move of my life. Then I moved up here and I opened up Lux Bar downtown.
Oh, sure.
Which is still standing across from Gibson's over in Viagra Triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I went and joined up with some guys and we opened up the 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Right by my house.
Yep, on Division. And I was with them for about
That's
11
why
years.
I got the cup today, boys.
Oh, yeah.
So then I was.
There's a shout out, Greg and Scott.
Yeah.
A lot of name dropping today in the podcast.
I don't think Scott golfs, but I think Greg does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So then I moved over to Rizzo's Bar across the street from Wrigley. So they opened in 2017, a year late, considering the Cubs won the World Series in 2016. And so I've been there.
So how many, is that all the bars you've worked at, or have there been kind of stragglers in between?
I think we opened like 15 in between, or with 50 group. In like 11 years.
Besides, obviously, Rizzo's is your number one right now. It's where you're like, what was your favorite of all those that you kind of worked at or opened or had some affiliation with?
He's working currently, so he's got to say that one.
Well, no, so I said besides Rizzo's.
No,
is Shalair next to me right now?
It had to be 50. I mean,
that was your long run.
Oh, and it was.
And it's where you met me.
It was, yeah. I mean, the friends I've made, I still have today. I mean, the people, I mean, I still see people to this day that I have no idea who they are. I was like, hey, Eddie, 50-50.
And speaking of that, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little intro right now. I mean, Eddie I was joking earlier, he's a local legend. Yeah, he is. And when I met him, like, he's connected to so many people inside and outside of Chicago and in the industry, which is kind of crazy enough, right? And then we were lucky enough to live together for a while. And he's that guy that always has a guy.
Yeah.
You know that guy? Yeah. So like I was thinking about it yesterday. I'm like, how many guys do I have? And this is another tight point. He is the one who introduced me to Lance.
Yep.
Oh,
so Lance.
So I saw when I was looking to put a picture of you from yesterday, I noticed he commented on one of your posts from November of 2020. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought we met Lance through Eddie D.
Well, that's through Eddie.
Oh,
so
okay.
Then he was a ticket guy. So he was the ticket stuff, and then so Eddie, and I had him forever, and then he got into the golf thing. And then, just keep the story going. I mean, one time I needed a mattress, and he's like, well, I got a guy. And I got a mattress. One time I needed a couch, custom-made couch. And he's like, got a guy. He just keeps on going over the, 10, 15 years when you and I have known each other. And then the other fascinating thing about him, he's a big shoe collector. So his shoe collection is insane. And then when we were living together, any given day, you could come outside and there'd be like a local celebrity athlete on my couch at any given time.
Nice.
Which was like, what are you doing here?
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
My name's Darren.
Did you have a game tonight?
You had the code to the door.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like working, and then I see like a golf bag in there. I'm like, what's going on here?
Now, you had a lot of
fascinating characters.
Local sports guys at 50-50. It was owned by like Granderson, a couple of the other guys.
Yeah, so I grew up with Curtis Granderson and Pierre Thomas in Lansing, Illinois.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the Rebels.
Beautiful.
There you go. That was kind of the start of it. Obviously, we didn't know that Curtis or Pierre were going to be who they are today. Back when I was 18 years old or 15 years old or whatever. So,
any golf names come in that back in your days? Or I mean, those guys. I mean,
no.
Eddie Mahoney.
Yeah. Besides myself, no. Yeah, I mean, I know golf and TF South. So, but yeah, I mean, then I went to Lux Bar. That's where it really kind of started happening. So, being downtown at the hot place downtown, and when they first opened in 2005, and knowing Curtis. So Curtis kind of got it all going because he would bring the Detroit Tigers in, and then we'd go to Detroit Tigers come in town, and then we'd go out. So like I knew all the bouncers of the club, so I'd set them over bottle service, and I'd get kickbacks or whatever. And then all the hockey teams stayed at the Sutton place across the street. So at the Sutton place, every day a bus is pulling up, and a hockey team gets out. And they also housed all the Blackhawks that came up. So if they brought them in from Rockford, they'd stay there.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's how I met.
So they went to that pancake place all the time?
Yeah, the high hop, and they did. You get these guys coming in with their hockey hair, and looking like they're 19 years old, which they were. No offense, Marty.
I mean, I have hockey hair, but I'm 43.
Me and they're jealous. You also play hockey. So.
Yeah, I do play men's beer league C2. Check me out.
Like I said, I got all the slugs.
Beer league C2. Yeah. Go ask Billy, the Zamboni driver at East Rink. He knows me.
The guys would come in, like James Wisniewski used to come in,
nice.
Hayes and Kaner, those guys. And then I met Dustin Bufflin through them all coming into 50-50 when I came over there. So they all started coming there straight up because they all moved up to like Belmont and Plina area. Oh, yeah. And that's right up.
That's a lot of them live up in that Roscoe Dozer. Keith used to live out, maybe still does,
Sharpie,
but
well,
that reminds me of actually a funny story when Kelsey's birthday, and she was
Kelsey's his wife.
Yeah, it was a good friend of mine, his wife. And it was her birthday, and I'm like, all right, we went to dinner. It was fine. I don't remember where you're probably working. And she's like, Snoop Dogg's at one of those hot clubs downtown. I'm like, I'm not going. She goes, yeah, we are. It's my birthday. No, we're not. I go, well, there's no chance we're getting in. And she walks, just me and her. Walks in and goes, Eddie Mahoney. She goes, all right, guys, come on in. And I'm like, no way that worked. No way. It wouldn't have worked for just me, but good looking girl.
Dare Daddy D.
Yeah.
You might know me as.
Like unbelievable.
Text. There's this good looking bald guy at the door and just yelling your name at me.
With your girlfriend.
That's awesome. Well, I think I met you probably a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Through Daddy D. And here's the crazy thing: we've always tried to get around together. We've never played a round of golf together.
Yeah, it's weird. Right? Someone belongs to a country club.
No, and I knew this was going to come up. I think we had all set a foursome, and then you canceled. Like day of, something happened. I remember we had it all set up, and somebody canceled. It didn't happen.
The wife maybe.
But but like, let's talk about like you're in the bar industry. You're working nights, you're working weekends, and stuff like that. So you getting out is usually during the week, and things like that. Like I feel like your number of rounds has been steadily increasing more and more over the years. Like how many rounds you played last year? You think
67?
Attaboy.
You beat me, I think. I think you beat me.
Just don't tell it.
Well, see my question here. How many rounds does your wife think you played last year versus how many rounds you actually played?
Here's the thing about me is
she's doing the math right now. 67 times 4.5.
Well, I bragged to my brother and I, hey, he's only got like 10 rounds in, but he's got a family.
Yeah.
He's a vice superintendent.
Yeah.
And it's a little hard for him to get out versus me where, I'm not married, Kelsey's at work. I usually work, Friday, Saturday, Sundays or whatnot. So I was getting out a lot. And I told my brother I was at 50. And then like she teaches his kids during the week too. So she overheard me telling him, and then she started like doing the math, and she's like, "You spent that on golf?
Oh yeah,
that's a down payment for a house."
Well, so again, you get a little hookups, free golf. Yep. You got enough guys, so you got to.
You'd rather golf Monday through Thursday. It's usually good tee time. It's not crowded. You can get a quick round in.
And I'm not playing like I'll go play a $20 track because I'm not that, I'm not going to Harborside every time and paying $110 to go hack it up.
Not at like 7 in the morning, first tea time on a Tuesday after party.
Now, are you better than ShiTown? Because that's a prerequisite to be on the show.
From listening to the show, I've never seen him play, but I would say yes.
That would actually be a really good
ShiTown versus Eddie Chicago.
Eddie would be my thing.
He's golfed more times in a year than I have in the last 10 years.
The sad part is I'm only,
Come on.
I think I'm a 17, right? Or 16.8 index right now.
Okay. So you were 20.
Yeah. So I started playing
Just
a
give me
lot.
a little time with the single plane swing.
I actually tried that, which is funny.
He is currently taking a lesson right now.
Yep, taking lessons right now because I need to figure it out. But it's funny too because like you get out there, you hit 100 balls in a row, and obviously you're on a mat, and then you get out there and you try to do it. It's just like, oh my god, I love this game. I hate this game.
Eddie's also one of the guys that he's the gadget guy. So he like buys all of the
anything on Instagram,
anything like golf. Like if it's like a chipper
suggested for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I came. What
he texts me. He goes, "Man, I forgot to bring it." I'm like,
My
just
chutter?
Yeah.
Oh, I have it.
Is that your favorite? The chutter? Just the name.
Well,
of it.
here's the funniest part about that club. I like I never practiced with it, and like, you know, I was at it like on the infomercial. I was in the exact spot where, this is gonna be easy. Just take a putt stroke with this chutter, and you're gonna be right. You're gonna guaranteed one putt, right?
Yeah.
It goes in.
No!
Greatest investment
I'm
ever.
like, this is so easy. This club's probably not legal. Like, and then like the next 5 times I tried, I just played it or chunk it.
I just remember like being on the couch. I was like, "Hey, look what I got." Because we like with us 3 living together, there's packages every day. I'm like, Jesus, between his shoes and Kelsey shopping, and then my like Amazon stuff, there's a lot. He's like, check that. He'd like having like a shit ass grin and like a smile, and he's like opening it up. He's like, wait till you see this. It's like long.
And his response is always the same. Well, unless you practice, you're never getting better. Like, well, that's why I bought these to practice with. Like, well, how many times have you practiced?
ShiTown's head's turning right now. He's looking up chutter right now.
But let me try it.
The infomercial sells you, man.
Shalare, do you know what that is? You know what a chutter is? Look at like a half putter, half chipper. Go look it up. It's great.
Actually, it's a good question. Is it legal? I don't even know. It's not legal.
It's like one of those. There's one of those wedge that grips too much. That's illegal too.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those because I mean. I don't know why it wouldn't be legal because if you could put just a piece of metal in your bag and make you better, why wouldn't it?
It might, depending on something to do with it.
And the fact that everyone can get them. It's not like they're.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't buy the last one, right? I might have been the only one.
They made 10. You bought. They have 9 left.
And I know a guy that bought one too.
Yeah, so
and every time he hit
questions about the industry.
He bladed. It was a ground ball. They'd never seen the ball get up in the air and get a nice roll.
Yeah, like you make the first one, and then I was like, oh my god, this club is great. Then like literally the next hole, I'm like blade. I'm like, oh my god, I just put my putter.
I wish I would have been there for that. You could have made the commercial.
I was so I don't even remember who I was golfing with, but I went I got a hole in one. I was so excited.
I would love to know. ShiTown, I have to put you in this job is like the market out there for the golf gimmicks. I mean, it's got to be like $1 billion industry.
No, it is. It is.
I mean, it's insane.
Like, I don't think I'm a gimmicky guy, but I have like 6 different things upstairs that are gimmicky.
I know it's $1 billion industry because this guy that invented the power shoot, he wanted me to come work for him. Remember that?
Yeah.
That golf.
I was thinking about that
golf
too.
and baseball.
Yeah.
And I mean, this thing is. I mean, the theory behind everything. I mean, everything that's out there. Like if you probably used it properly, it does probably work. But the amount of people that are actually going to go out there and do it and put in the work, like. I buy these things and I use them like twice, and except for the new one I have now, I've been using every time.
Remember those shoes that made you jump higher, like the platform at the bottom?
Yeah, Costanza had those.
Yeah,
he tried to sell them.
My buddy had them in high school.
What were they called?
The Jimmy episode.
Oh no, what were the shoes called? Eddie, do you remember? Surprised you don't have those in your collection.
I had them. I swear, I used to run in my alley with them. I'm not joking. You could ask my mom.
Had them?
I believe it.
You could ask my mom. They had these big toes on them.
Yeah.
And like they're supposed to strengthen your calf muscles, and you're supposed to jump like 6 to 8 inches higher. Here's me, little 5'9" white guy
dunk
in Lansing, Illinois, trying to dunk. It was great.
There are these right here, if you can see this.
Yep.
So Lance.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yep.
So you started Lux Bar in 2005. Were you in the industry before that?
What'd you say,
Eddie?
Jimmy? What'd you say?
Sorry. You were in Lux Bar in 2005, and then were you in the industry before that?
Yeah, so in college and high school, that's pretty much all I did. In college, I bartended at Ike's in Eastern, and then also
loved Ike's.
Oh, it was.
We had Sticks too.
No, I've been to Sticks.
Stu's,
yeah.
Marty's. There's Marty's right on there.
Marty's.
Panther.
Look at you guys.
Yeah. You get the Whopper Topper when you were down there too.
What's the Whopper Topper?
Like a pizza that's like 50 inches.
Oh, the Chubbies.
Yeah, I don't know what it would do. I just remember the Whopper top. My best friend went there, so we used to go down there all the time. And it was what a great school.
I was wondering how many times I drove by there when you were there when I was going home. I used to drive by.
No, but it's like 10 miles off.
Yeah,
but no, when I went home to my hometown.
Did you go down?
Oh, you go through that? Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Take Route 1 down?
Yeah.
Through Champaign, yeah.
What a great little town. I mean, it was a nursing school too. So like,
I think Playboy had us rated like top 10 in the nation for like.
Yeah, it was.
Lady
and then you left, and then it went down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Drastically.
Oh, remember the Thursday night moms?
Oh,
not reminiscing. I keep talking like I went there, but I didn't.
It was yesterday. Like we're excited to go back.
Do you know, like everybody, like all my friends that didn't go there, that like would come and visit. They would come and visit like every other weekend, and people started thinking they went there.
Oh yeah,
but that's how much they were down there because how much money like beer breakfast. And, it's unreal.
So when did you start like getting serious into golf? Because I think that's
2015.
Yeah,
I took. I was like, I wanted to just. I love the game. I like playing, but I never really took it serious. I was always at a golf outing, or always we were out drinking, and it was just like end of the round, you're like 12 beers deep, and it's like shot like I don't know 135 or 150. Who knows? You stop counting at that point. So I was like, I'm gonna buy a nice set of clubs, and I went out and bought some pings, and I went and instead of going out, to eat or drink or, I just go play golf that day, and
and you felt better.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I saved money actually. You go out and spend $150 on dinner, or you go spend $45 on a round of golf. Yeah. And so I think that year my goal was to play 35 rounds, and I think I played 45.
Okay.
And then every year it's increased since then. So I mean, I actually started going to the range a little and started I'd go out by myself.
So yeah, I mean, you started yours right when I first met you, like right after.
Yep. So I mean, it was
you and Slippy stand up guy used to go.
Yeah, we go a lot. Me and Lance used to golf a lot too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So now he's out in Elmhurst, but yeah, I mean, just to get from my first year, my goal was to break 100, and I went out and I played by the rules, kept every score, properly, lose a ball, drop, whatever it was, you're adding your strokes, but I shot a 135 at Cog Hill.
And that's why he's on Sneaky Bar.
Cog Hill, welcome. Cog Hill course 2.
You shot a 135 on course 2?
Yeah.
It's not a hard course.
No.
No, sorry. Ravines is,
right.
it's
one's easy.
One and 3 are easy.
Yeah.
You're right. Two is a little bit more difficult. You're right.
Yeah. So Ravines, but I love that course. Actually. I played that course a lot that year but on like the third hole, it was a par 3. Where
you can have different tees. You have 2 different tee boats.
So I stuck on that round. That was the closest to a hole.
And that green's like over a ravine.
Yeah, ravine.
And it's like almost uphill too. Yeah, I know exactly.
If the pin place is up, it could be
definitely.
That's tough. But yeah, that was the closest I ever got to a hole. 1 was my worst round of golf in the last 5 years. I was like, that's just ironic.
My problem with the Ravines course, like if you're not going to play dubs, it's obviously the best one to play. The halfway house is like on hole 12 or hole 13. It's not really a halfway house. You got to really stock up at the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Before you go out there, if you really want to, get it done.
Yeah, they don't really they don't have the cart girls coming around a lot either.
Oh, are you guys there to drink, not to go low?
Correct.
Yeah.
They have hard ball.
You got to have at least one to get the nerves out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. When you're playing with our group, I can't believe I'm seeing up.
Well, what's your favorite course you've played in Illinois?
Oh,
can be public or
Mistwood.
Private. Mistwood's good. We talked about that a couple times.
I played dubs and I don't belong on that track, but it's beautiful.
I love dubs. Yeah.
So I like playing Harborside a lot.
You played Medina, right? The other day.
I did play Medina, but it was kind of fake Medina.
Oh, you didn't play number 3. They're still nice though. The other one.
Well, they didn't have the green. It was in November, so we're like 24th.
The greens were legit.
The greens were all covered in sand, and they brought like this hole out.
Oh, so you did play number 3 though?
3.
Okay,
but it was like this. The cup's this big, so you could just jack a putt up there and go. So I shot a 70. I shot a 78 or something. I had it on my grip, just to I played playing Medina and have my buddies start chirping me. And so then when I posted the score, and my phone just started blowing, like, no fucking way.
Even me.
There's no fucking way you shot a 78.
Wait, how big were the holes?
They're literally like PVC pipes like this big. They just put it like 20 yards in front of the green.
They do it towards the end of the year to just make it fun to see people out there play.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it was a free round.
Yeah,
my buddy knows a pro there, so
I thought you say Chicago Highlands because Brent took you there one.
That was awesome. No, actually, that's a great.
Which
track.
I think you also have a story about shishito peppers for ShiTown.
Oh, ShiTown.
Yeah,
I tried to get you some shishito peppers today. My go-to shishito pepper place in West Wicker Park.
Wicker Park, yeah.
I went on Grubhub to bring them because I didn't know if you're going to be here, so I was going to bring you some, and they weren't on the menu. I'm like, what the heck? So I call them and I'm like, hey, this could be the weirdest question you're going to get today. Do you guys still have the shishito peppers? because they're really good. I love
Yeah,
shishito
they're
peppers.
great.
So you don't see them often, right? So they're like, oh no, after COVID, we took it off the menu because they weren't selling. So we just kind of redid our menu and dumbed it down. So
what place is that in Wicker Park?
It's
modern aging.
Oh yeah, man. It's funny. One of my buddies from the hockey team sent me a picture today of him cooking shishito peppers as well. So it's on people's mind today.
And you saw the one I posted from Colorado. My friend's wife. Yeah, those are really good.
We actually had them at 50 for a while.
Dude, they're good. They're done right.
Yep.
They're really delicious.
Kelsey makes them too. So
and then I told her
one place that doesn't have shishito peppers is Lakewood Country Club, where Lance was at last weekend.
Oh, did you ask?
No sign of shishito peppers. No sign of prosecco. No, like
trash.
No sign of cigars. No sign of casinos. Not anywhere near an ocean. Like
how did Lance and Eric survive? We should have sent him some.
Yeah.
And that alligator. That's literally somebody that lives in that gated community in Lakewood. That's their house. It was at its front door last year.
You should dare Lance to just when he knows he's on TV. Pull out a shishito pepper.
Oh God!
Kind of just give you a wink with the sneaky.
We need to make like a ShiTown like golf kit where it's just like a little box. It's got a little prosecco bottle. It's got like some fresh shishitos that you can cook. It's got Cheetos and soda. It's got a little salt, little olive oil for the shishito peppers.
I mean, that is a great idea.
A couple of it's just like in a small little box and it's just a sneaky par.
And
then there's a gift for everybody. Like, hey, and they'll be like, what the fuck? Wait, prosecco, shishito pepper.
The weirdest gift package ever.
And like the people that order it.
A tough plate.
The people that order it were like, yeah, we're gonna send it out, and they just get the shishito pepper because we drank everything.
Yeah.
We use the golf ball.
I don't know, Shalair. Why don't you work on the ShiTown approved like
packaging?
I'm not talking anything like huge, just like a little square box, and we put a little, mini prosecco.
$25.
Yeah, at the most.
20, 15.
We just go to golf courses and just hand them out to people.
You guys are asking this guy. He just got the money today. Now you're asking him to spend more money.
Yes.
Like a survival kit. Do you want to make?
Yeah, the ShiTown survival kit in the country club.
Yeah. If you're having a bad day in the course, just open the ShiTown survival.
If you're not a member of a country club, you have to bring this with you when you are invited to a country club.
Just in case they don't have the stuff on the menu. There's nothing wrong with bringing your own shishito peppers and asking the chef to go ahead and put them up.
I agree.
What if we're onto something there?
I know.
Customer service. I'm in the business.
So ShiTown walked into Rizzo's with a bag of shishito peppers. Like, hey, can you cook this up? To the chef. You doing Harvey?
Yeah. That wouldn't be hard at all.
What about Jip Prosecco?
Would you like those deep fried or sauteed, sir?
Yeah, sure. What do you prefer?
Sauteed.
I don't think I've had a deep fried shishito. Do you have
sauteed? I tell you what, like Vegas does them up real well. I mean, they put like Parmesan cheese in those things. Great seat, like.
Oh, so I was gonna bring this up, ShiTown. The ones we had in Colorado, they made a mayonnaise lime seasoning dip.
Oh,
and I'll get the recipe for you, but I was going to send it to you. It was pretty good. I've never had a shishito pepper with it, but it's pretty good.
I like it. I like the creativity out there.
Have you ever had a shit take mushroom?
Peter.
Shout out to Peter.
Do you know, like, speaking of shit take, do you know when I spell ShiTown and I don't capitalize the words right, it looks like shit-own. They're like, it looks like shit on. And I'm like, my bad. So I'll fix that next time.
Well, that's why I was trying to change it to SHY, but you kept on saying do it SHI.
Because it's your last name is spelled. If your last name had a Y, then I would definitely go with the Y. But a couple weeks ago, what would you say?
I would say your last name didn't.
So,
you're not shy.
For the record, I've been called Shitlayer plenty of times.
A couple weeks ago, I asked ShiTown and Daddy D to come up with like an oddball golf person thing in a movie, real life, something that wouldn't be traditional. That people were like, "What's your favorite movie?" It's Happy Gilmore, Or
like Tin Cup. Like
yeah. So I asked Eddie when he came here, and he's like, "Oh, mine's Tin Cup." I'm like, Eddie. So, Brian, I know what yours is, and I don't know if it's in good taste to talk about that after this week.
What was it?
I mean, we'll start. ShiTown, you think about that. We'll start with Daddy D. Daddy D, what was your? Tell the fans what yours off.
It took me a while to think of it, and because I was probably one of the other common guys going with like Happy Gilmore because I grew up with that, and I've met Shooter McGavin before. But my guy is Johnny Drama from Entourage when they were golfing with Tom Brady. And like he broke Brady's driver, and he's like blaming everything. And we got the video of it up here. I mean, I watched it like 4 times last week, and every time it's absolutely hilarious. And I actually played with guys like Johnny Drama.
All right, Shalair, take a listen.
Super Bowl MVP, Oscar nominee, don't mean shit out here. Ooh. Fuck! God damn it. I'm telling you, it's the club. I just had it re-gripped, man. Something's up.
Come on, Johnny, let it go. You're having an off day, that's all.
Take another one, buddy.
Yeah?
Why don't you use this club? Works pretty good for me.
Super Bowl
Really?
champion.
I mean,
Yeah.
you sure you don't mind? This is a bet. I don't want to be taking anything off it. Oh, yeah.
One of the best characters ever.
Nice. No wonder I'm getting smoked. What is this, custom? Mine's off the rack. Oh, yeah.
So good. What a perfect character.
Fuck! God damn! Fuck! God. Sorry.
You broke Tom Brady's club, you asshole. Sorry about that, Tom.
I mean, so every time. I mean, who's the best character on Entourage? It's Johnny Drama.
Oh, for sure.
God, I missed that show.
You know what's great? I watched it probably about 6-7 years ago all over again. You can bang through that. It's half-hour episodes.
Yeah.
They're super quick and easy. So what a show. Shalair, do you want to share yours or did you come up with a different one?
We can share my original thought was.
All right, we'll just have some taste with this one.
Yeah, I would say, one of the we're talking about this, and one of the people that has just done more, really brought the kind of the most awareness to golf outside of golf, right? So outside of a golfer.
Well, that's your interpretation, but that's a good interpretation. That wasn't what I was, but it's a good interpretation.
Who really put golf on the map, right? Like outside of golf, and I'd have to go with Tiger Woods' mistress. Rachel Yucatel. Like she made golf famous. She put it on the map. She got golf and she made golf so popular, she got it in TMZ. That's how good she is. So I gotta tip my hat to her.
I mean, I don't know. Your guys thoughts? Ed, what are your thoughts on it?
Can you play that Get Well song again?
Oh God. Yeah, I mean,
no, I think that's actually brilliant. We were talking about that earlier. I mean, when you think about your question, I mean, definitely outside the box, but I think it's brilliant.
Yeah. So mine is, and one of my favorite movies of all time is Casino.
Oh yeah.
And there's a guy in Casino named Lester Diamond who is just a sleazeball pimp and all this. And there's a scene in there where Ace is confronting him, where his goons are outside ready to beat him up. So let's take a listen to what Ace has to ask Lester Diamond.
How you doing, Les? It's Lester, right? Sam. From my recollection, aren't you the card shark, the golf hustler, the pimp from Beverly Hills?
So my point is this guy wearing this leather white outfit was a card shark, was a golf hustler, and a pimp from Beverly Hills. My question is, where was he hustling at golf? Was he at the Beverly Hills Country Club? I mean, he's obviously a great golfer if he's a hustler. Yeah. I mean,
and you're wondering, he can't be.
I mean, look at him.
I know, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it's one of the forgotten lines, it's a very forgotten line in Casino of like this pimp guy in Vegas used to be just this scratch golfer, just whooping rich guys in Beverly Hills. So he's my guy for affecting golf in a positive way.
He's got the dream job, right? What everybody aspires to be. Everybody wants to be a card shark and a golf hustler.
Yeah. He's with his ex prostitute pimp, and she's giving him $25,000 of Ace's money. So something's going right for Lester.
He's doing it well.
Absolutely. So, and Eddie had Tin Cup, but I don't know if he's thought of it. We put him on the spot, and it was tough.
I read the question wrong in the text, and so that's why I was just thinking. I just thought you said like movie, but I was thinking I rewatched Sopranos over COVID, and there's a lot of golf in that series that you don't realize, and it's hilarious because Tony gets out there and he's making deals with a doctor.
Yeah,
and of course, whatever he does the Tony thing and. So I'd have to say the Sopranos would be my.
There are some good golf.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Remember any of those?
Yeah, I didn't either until I rewatched them. And I was like, okay.
I remember some because I mean Tony doesn't look like a golfer, but he's doing business.
He's out there. Yeah,
he's smoking a cigar. Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. I remember in Casino when Joe Pesci's character Nicky Santoro was playing golf, and his real name was Tony Splatro, and he was with Frank Collada, was that one Frank, the actor, and the FBI plane lands on the fairway. And he's just like, he starts offering money to hit balls at the plane, which kind of ties into your Sopranos thing, which is pretty funny.
Another great series.
I don't know. Golf, we talked about this way back, that golf is so popular right now.
Man.
I mean, I don't think the Tiger thing is going to hurt it much because there's a lot of other players that people are watching, but I think
Tiger created, he's not going to end it.
No, but I think, a couple of the novice fans that I know, that play golf but don't really watch it, they're like, I'll only watch golf on Sunday if Tiger's in the hunt.
Hey, well, even if just being in the bar scene, right? So you want to talk about golf. No one asked for golf on Thursday. No one asked for golf on Friday. No one asked for golf on Saturday. Oh, some people, you and me were on. But if Tiger's in the hunt
on a major, on Sunday,
it's insane. Like, they want the sound on. It's like you don't want the sound on during golf when you're trying to get beats per minute and people drinking.
That's a good point.
I love Jim Nance, but people love Tiger.
I mean, I love
the story.
I love going out, but like sometimes on Sunday, like I'd rather be at my house because some bars, like he would always do it for us if we wanted, but some bars like, we'll put it on. And like, hearing Jim Nance on the Sunday at a major.
Do you think that Tiger's return to glory already passed, and this one is too late for him to do it again?
I saw Rory say something to that point. Like, everyone's like, "Oh, I wonder if he's going to come back like this. It'd be crazy. It'd be the greatest story ever." Obviously,
he already has a greatest story when he was in the. It already happened.
The greatest comeback ever. Like, is he one shy away from?
I think he's 3 shy. I think he's at 15 or something.
So
but I'm just like, how many times can he have a return? I mean, hey, maybe he can, but you're right. What do you say? Rory said.
I mean, that's he's
Rory said, he's like, who cares? Basically, like, I'm paraphrasing here, but like, he basically said, like, who cares about his return to golf? How about let's be thankful he's here because he has kids and
his
family.
Kids have a dad.
They can see their dad again.
I would
make sense. I mean, because look at, like, we talk about the Kobe Bryant. Could have gone, like, when I saw that was the first thing I thought about. Oh my god!
And you said it was almost a year to the day.
Yeah, it was like a week or two off or something. But
I watched a 22-minute thing about the flight path, and I heard all the communications between the helicopter and what happened. I was
like, if I had to put money on it, like, he won't come back and win a major. I mean, I hate saying that because it's Tiger, because he could, but I mean, he's going to come back and play the Champions Tour maybe. Or the other point is just be done because he's proved it.
How old is he?
45.
45.
Okay, so you're 45 years old. He's got. What was it? A shattered tibia.
Yeah.
He's got rods in his leg. He just had back surgery, so that's probably all fucked up again. So he literally just had back surgery 2 months ago. They're trying to get him to play in the Masters. So
I was talking to my parents. I'm like, if it was me, I mean, you know what I would do? I would have quit a long time ago. But he's got that competitive drive. If I had Tiger money, right? But he's got that competitive drive that he will try to come back and prove something.
I don't know. I think this is I think it's a little different now, where he's going to think about, hey, man, I could have died. My kids are going to grow up without a father. Like, is it worth it? But
but he was driving.
It's not like he was like on the football field.
Yeah, right.
True. I don't know. I don't think anybody can answer that question. I think if people start doubting him, that's going to.
And I think it's like Eddie said, Rory said, it's something you shouldn't even talk about. But he's alive. He's got his family. Whatever he comes back to.
We're going to talk about it. It's a golf podcast.
And somebody made it,
which we should. Yeah, I mean,
I was talking with some work people yesterday. He's going to come back in the industry. He's already built a golf course. I mean, he was part of the Ozark course. So he's already doing that stuff on it. I mean, he doesn't need money. I bet he's a competitive guy. So if he's wanting to compete, is it going to be on the tour? I don't know. But
if it happens, it's 2 to 3 years out.
Yeah. I tell you what, like, it's unfortunate what happened, but it's good for him. It's good for golf because I'm a huge Tiger fanboy. I started golfing because of Tiger.
Oh, yeah.
But like, just watching him go out there for the next 3 to 5 years, and just even before the car crash, right, and try to do and just walk in pain and just try to get one more, right. It's like watching Serena Williams go out there and play tennis again. Like, it's just all right. Like Brett Favre, like, just all right, it's over. Like, go caddy with your kid. We all love you. We'll see you around. Like, he needed this just to kind of. He said, you have to be a special person to want to come at 45 years old to go through all that therapy and everything to want to come back. Like, you have to be like a sociopath.
Well, I won't lie to you. I'm a lefty, so obviously the transfer weight is from my left to my right, and they said most of his damage is on his right foot, so his would be from his right to his left. Now you can, obviously when your weight ends on your left foot, I think it's. If I had to be my medical opinion, that if you look at the positive
from Western Michigan,
the Hayworth School of Business, so a marketing degree, you want to know the difference between a promotion and a sweepstake, I'm your guy. But like, I would think that if the best worst case scenario is that it was his right leg versus his left leg where he finishes with all his weight. That's just my.
I mean,
there's no way that crash helped his back.
No,
I know. I'm just saying it's better that it was his right leg, I think, than his left leg. That's my medical opinion.
He can come back.
Take it up with the board if
he
you want.
can come back and compete, but he's competing against the best in the world, and there's some good golfers out there, and they're younger.
And it's a long man's game too. So if he's starting to lose his distance,
but the other question is, if he comes back on the Champions Tour, can he compete and win like Bernhard Langer did forever, and then Nicholson came back and started winning? We're like, okay, can Tiger, as soon as he gets healthy, can he come on the Champions Tour and start winning?
What do you have? 50?
50, yeah.
50?
Is that
but everybody's still gonna want Tiger playing in their tournaments.
Yeah.
I mean,
but he's got
if he loves the game and he's got that drive, and even if he goes out there and he's shooting par, or he's not winning tournaments and just gets out.
I don't think he'll still play on the PGA, the main tour, if he's not winning or competitive.
I'm talking about the
Champions Tour.
If I were here, I would just focus on Charlie trying to beat me. That's what I would do.
I think that's what Tiger's thinking right now in the hospital bed.
We phoned him. He said that too. So your match is still on.
He tweeted it out.
Yeah,
We'll probably
coming for you, ShiTown.
We'll probably have him live in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. He said he's gonna FaceTime us. So.
Also, real quick off subject. So we do have listeners in Canada. So my brother-in-law, Andrew, shout out to Andrew.
What's up, Andrew?
I was talking to him earlier, so he just.
Does he know we're 36 in Canada of golf podcast rankings?
He does now.
He does now.
He's probably the reason we have.
Did he buy some merch?
Probably
Did he ship some merch to Canada? No,
but he should.
Yeah. Hey, buy merch.
Yeah, Andre.
We got bills to pay over here at Sneaky Pie.
I'll wear a vest, no shirt if you buy some gear.
We'll have a sleeveless show one of these nights. Show off our tattoos.
Actually, we'll have him on. We'll have him on a live show when COVID opens up. He's come down. He's a fun kid.
Give it some bombs.
Yeah, he's a blast.
I will say that Eddie's enthusiasm for the Sneaky Park show back in the mid 2000s, we'd have a couple of cocktails. Tell the fans what you're drinking.
This is a Canadian Caesar. So it's basically clamato juice, little lime juice, Worcestershire hot sauce, pickle juice, Worcestershire sauce, and
I mean, Eddie promised us a lot of big names in the show, so we're gonna hold him accountable to it. We got the best one so far, though.
I was gonna do I had to be number one.
Of course, that's what I said. I'm like, dude, Eddie's coming on first. Let's sweeten him up a little bit.
I'm gonna sandbag,
We got to bring the best on first, buddy. So, ShiTown, anything to close out with Eddie?
Yes, actually. So,
always
this one Eddie's getting nervous.
Yeah.
He trusts me in Marty.
Well, February is a tough month in Chicago, right? Just snow, dark, stuff like that. People go on vacations, plus COVID. So I'm checking in on everybody's mental health, right?
Okay.
And I saw some signs, Daddy D, that Marty and I, signs that we saw in some of our friends about 10 years ago that are making me a little bit nervous about your mental health, right? So
mine?
Yeah.
Mine or Darren's?
Mine?
Yes. Yours.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Right? So 10 years ago, our friends were kind of like in between relationships. They needed like a adrenaline, like testosterone, boost. So they had this big guys trip and they went to Costa Rica, right? To go ahead and party it up. And then like the signature picture was 10 of them in a hot tub. Right?
It was.
And we're just like,
the picture will never die.
Well, we're like,
I wasn't in the hot tub and neither was
No.
I already know what you guys are talking about.
This is every year they go. They get in the hot tub.
Right. And they came back and they were just
kind of them in an 8-man hot tub.
Yeah, they were different people, right? And then so like they're out like doing this like shooting gun, like, and I'm just like, this is the exact kind of trip that Daddy D's having right now, but he's doing it in snow. And I'm just like Marty, like we got to check in with him. We got to make sure he's okay, right? Like the last thing we want you to do, Daddy D, is like to run out and like buy a training gym and start one of those up. So we wanted that.
You don't have to worry about that. I think you should all be worried if you're not doing a testosterone trip, because I needed to go shoot guns and ski and be in a hot tub with a bunch of dudes and drink beers, which is really scary. It was funny. We were talking about that today. I'm like with Larson, who we did X golf. He goes, that picture of you guys in the hot tub. I go, yeah, it's one of those pictures. I took it, and then everybody's like embarrassed to do it because there's only 4 of us in the hot tub. And like, we just got done skiing. And he's like, yeah, I mean, nobody's going to post it. I'm like, oh, bullshit. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm going to post it with 4 dudes in there. Luckily, like obviously, I wouldn't do it with you can see our bodies, all of our dad bods in there. But yeah, good point.
I think what Brian's point is, we've seen this before.
Yeah,
we were concerned. Brian was concerned. He brought it to my attention. I said, don't bring it up to Daddy D, but he made a good case, a good point, and I'm glad you brought it up, Brian.
Those guys went into Costa Rica trip, went in like in a 2-year downward spiral. Like, I mean, they had nicknames for each other. They had a group. They made like a club with a nickname, a acronym.
They did. They called themselves certain names that
it was a deep downward spiral. So I'm glad to hear that it's just one of these things you got out of your system and you're back.
I appreciate the concern, and I would be concerned with myself if I'm stuck in Chicago and I'm not being able to travel and I can't go out and golf or spend other times elsewhere. If I'm stuck in my basement working, I will be. You have to maybe come get me.
You definitely saw a mood change in Darren when COVID first started. He was Moody Marco.
Moody.
Yeah, I was thinking about the worst case scenarios and like, why am I here? What am I doing? What's my purpose?
I'd ask him, like, hey,
why do I live here? Yeah,
I still do that every day.
Yeah, yes, that every day.
And I don't like to talk about certain things, but talk about what I did on that trip and the stuff that I did. I did purchase something after that. I won't talk about it. I did make one of those testosterone purchases again.
Hey, as long as you're happy and you're smiling and, the Sneaky Par show goes on.
I actually think if I didn't have Sneaky Par, it would be worse. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it's been a good thing for me. But
good relief.
We're glad we get that mental health.
And if I keep traveling, Shalair doesn't come in town, I mean, we're going to be good.
Yeah, we're going to Destin too with that kind of half of that crew.
It's on. The trip is on.
Yeah,
it's on. We got 16 of us going to Destin, and half of those guys were in that hot tub. So it's
you guys can compare notes. That's going to be a
yeah. So Tommy, this is for you. You talked us into it. We're in.
Yeah,
right. Please, I would love to see both groups. Take a picture of the hot tub again.
We're gonna. We know what we should do. A sneaky
hot tub. Yeah, 8-man hot tub with 16 guys.
We plan on doing a Sneaky Par episode from there. We just don't know if it's gonna be on the beach or in the hot tub or what we're gonna do. But
we should do it like next.
Your own private beach. I think it should be on the beach. You have your own private beach. Nobody can come by.
Those houses down there in Destin. I mean, they shocked me last year.
They were
2 years ago.
My friend was just talking about that. They go there every year.
It's amazing.
It's cheaper than going like down south, and the beaches are awesome. Beautiful. Those bars all along the beach, restaurants.
You got some hookups down there at the bars, restaurants? No?
Probably.
Yeah, another guy.
I got a guy.
You got a guy in Destin.
He's got a guy.
Check.
All right. Well, I think we'll cut it there. I think we got some good stuff. I enjoyed this one. This is kind of a nice.
Thanks for coming, Eddie.
Yeah. Thanks for having us. Thanks for introducing that drink to our fans and Canadian fans that you're
the Caesar.
Thank your wife for having her brother listen, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Which is great. And then we'll publish the guest list that Eddie has promised on this show.
Well, tonight, we'll publish it when we know there's committee.
Yeah, I'm joking. But all right. It'd be great. We're excited for it. So golf season around the corner. It's warming up here. I know golf courses will be open this weekend in Chicago. A couple of unis and stuff like that.
Snow on them though.
I was
2 feet of snow.
all the snow's melted the other day. It's 44, and I was late to a call. Like I should have been on. I was just working, forgot it. Like my boss texted me. He's like, "Hey man, you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, what's going on?" He goes, "I don't know. I thought you might be on this team call that we have." Like, holy shit! Sorry. He goes, and I go, "Sorry about that, dude. I was just working. I just dismissed it. Didn't join. Just a brain fart." And he got. And I had a one-on-one with him after. He goes, "I was actually thinking you were golfing." I was going to test off. I'm like, dude, it's pretty wet. Because no, I mean, not that you're doing it, that I wasn't with you.
I had a buddy text me today. He's like, "Hey, it's about time." What's that? He's like,
"Go clean those clubs right now."
It's 44 degrees right now.
Oh yeah.
I say I'll go over 40. If it's sunny and over 45 degrees, I'll go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, after what we went through, I would too, and that's usually not my limit.
Sure.
But I would do it.
So, all right, boys. Well, we'll cut it there. We'll be back next week. We got the work day. I think this weekend is going on or went on today. No Corn Ferry. So Lance won't be in action with his guy Eric for probably 3 more weeks or 2 more weeks. They got it off. So we'll check in with him hopefully next week and we'll take on how his first round of the new season went. And we got the new hats coming for him as well. So we'll kind of debut those, let everybody take a peek. I think they're going to look great. And then, we'll see everybody next week.
Sounds good.
We're done giving away free stuff, right? That's it.
Yeah, after the invoices tomorrow, which is like $2,400, we should have no bills. But now we're out of beanies. We sold out, so I might have to take them off the website so people don't order them.
The gift kits.
Sure. Your ShiTown approved gift kits or no shishito, no prosecco kits.
Don't take stuff off the website. That's our only source of income.
I'll just there's a button on there that says continue to sell when sold out, or just put sold out on the website. So I just continue to sell.
That's not good business that you want to take the stuff off the website that's selling.
I don't want to. I mean, should I just put shit on there and say it's sold out just to make it look like we can't?
Yes.
Now everybody. I mean, I did go to marketing in college. You guys heard that earlier. So
what you do, you say sold out, and you take like back orders. Like,
yeah, you can sell it while it's actually sold
and
out.
then when you get 10 of them, you go and buy the group and then ship them out again.
Yeah, we're not getting 10 anytime soon, unless our Canadian friends up there that are cold can buy some of the beanies.
We're gonna work on our gear. We got some ideas.
I mean, our gear's good. We don't need to buy anything yet. I don't know if we need to release anything. We just need to get people to buy the existing gear. So
yeah,
it's good shit. What's that? It's beautiful. So all right, we'll cut it there.
All right.
Later.